Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Zoe Wafelbakker and this is Living in Austin. Today we are going to talk about shopping, all the important stuff. We're going to talk about like where to get your groceries, big malls, going shopping local, and we're going to be touching on some of the new developments that are coming to Austin as well. So stay tuned and you're going to learn more. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Zoe Wafelbakker with Agape Property Group here in Austin, Texas. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking us out. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it, and you'll get notified every time that we upload a video. And we're doing this every week about all the things Austin, what it's like to live, work, eat, play, shop, so that you know before you move. Now, as much as we love doing these videos, we love helping people move here even more. As licensed realtors here in the state of Texas, we love helping people find not just a home, but a community. So make sure that you reach out. Details are below. Give us a call, drop us a text, send us an email. We're the ones, being we, my husband Mark, / business partner as well, and I are the ones that answer the phone, answer the emails. Would love to hear from you, see what your plans are, and see how we can help you move to this awesome city. So this awesome city, so when you move here, when you move anywhere, right? I don't know about you, maybe it's just me, and maybe this is why I've done the video. There's just like, oh my gosh, where am I going to go shopping? Where am I going to get my groceries? I'm not going to know the aisles. I'm not going to, is it going to be a good store? Is it going to be good quality stuff? All the questions. It could possibly bring on some anxiety. So first of all, we will touch on the groceries, because not all grocery stores are created equal. They're just not. So let's get you to the right shop first and give you all your options. Now, I need to say this, I'm not affiliated with any of these stores. This is some of the places that I like to go shopping. And obviously, out of all this list, there's going to be places that I've missed. So please make sure you comment and let us know, if you're a local, let us know what some of your favorite shops are as well. Because I'm not going to get it all right, no doubt. But let's start off with a big one, big Texas-owned H-E-B. Herbert E. Butt, I think that's what the H-E-B is, has been going since 1905. It was actually started by his mother, I believe in Kerrville, actually, out of Austin. Enough of the history. There's about 26 or 27, what have I got my wee notes here, 27 stores in Austin and growing. H-E-B is awesome. H-E-B is a really loved brand in Austin, in Texas. It's Texas owned, it doesn't go out into any other state, but it is in Mexico, interestingly, and doing well there as well. Each store is kind of different depending on where you're at. So there are some H-E-Bs that are just fantastic, and then some that don't quite have what you want, but you'll find the one that you like. In general though, the H-E-Bs have such a huge selection of products. It's really, really impressive. They do support, local businesses as well. A little example, Siete wraps is like an almond flour wrap that we've been eating for a long time. H-E-B have been stocking them for a long time, which is great, and that's another Austin-owned company. The reason people love H-E-B, customer service is great. Their product line is really good. For a grocery store, it's pretty easy going in there. Customer service is great. They really look after, from what I understand, they really look after their staff. People, work there for a very long time. They get behind Texas when there's, anything bad like the Hurricane Harvey, the pandemic, flooding. They were on it when it came to COVID, and they put up one of the first stores to put up those plastic screens to protect their staff, which was really impressive. And they're also very Texas proud. So if you're wanting anything, like a Texas baking dish or Texas plates or anything like that, that's your place to go. It's very, very Texas proud. And like I say, great selection. And personally, one of my favorite things is the flowers. The flowers are really good selection of flowers at HEB. Flowers are important in your house. I love my flowers. So that's HEB. Obviously, we have other stores as well. So let's talk about them. There's Randall's. Honestly, I don't quite understand Randall's. I think you need a membership because there's all these like discounted prices and what have you, and it's not a case of like taking a coupon. You need to like be a member to get that discounted price, and anyway, it confuses me, and I don't really like the selection in there. Personal, don't mean to offend Randall's, but there's that. Now the other shops that you've got is Sprouts. To give you an idea of Sprouts is like a much kind of smaller store. We were kind of right in the middle, equidistance between HEB and Sprouts, and we'd go to Sprouts if we needed to do a pop-in, much easier parking, run in, grab something, and then kind of go out. I wouldn't do my kind of full shop there. So it's a bit smaller, but convenient. You've got Sprouts, Trader Joe's, can't forget them. Who else is on my list here? Central Market. Central Market is the kind of the, how was it described once? It's the foodies store. It's owned by HEB, but it's like the foodies store. There you're going to get like your imported ham from Spain or your kind of French cheeses. You're not really going to go there to get your TP. So that's that. Then you've got, of course, Whole Foods. Can't forget that. Whole Foods actually started in Austin. A bit of useful information for you. Started in 1980 and not locally owned anymore, as we probably all well know. We've got 4 stores in Austin of Whole Foods. The flagship one is downtown. It's North Lamar, and it's between 5th and 6th. Headquarters are on top of it as well, and it's huge. It's their biggest store at 80,000 square feet. So there's a whole lot of groceries in there. So that's where you kind of want to go for your food and your typical kind of big stores. Probably missing one. Oh, there's another one actually called the Co-op, which is on South Lamar. There's going into South Lamar there as well, which is, you know, a cool kind of like Sprouts place as well. You've also got the farmers markets here in Austin, and there's so many farmers markets. They're awesome. I highly recommend you go and support local businesses there. You can get a lot of fresh vegetables, which is great, purchasing it from those. Johnson's Backyard do some vegetables, and a whole bunch of other places. Eggs are also very good to get from there. But I'm going to put a link in down to the farmers markets because they're all over the city and at all different times, so you can check that out. So these places have got a great selection of, you know, your free range eggs, your pasture raised beef and happy chickens and all of that kind of stuff, farmers markets and those other stores that I mentioned. But if you do want to get something from local farms, that's totally doable as well. You can kind of do a quick Google search on that. When we arrived here 7 years ago, I was really specific about the meat that we ate, because where we came from, everything's about going to the butcher, and I couldn't really find a butcher when we first arrived, and maybe I wasn't looking very closely. But you do have local farmers coming in and doing deliveries, or they'll deliver to you. We used a company because they delivered to our favourite food truck / container on South Lamar, and that was called Yonder Way Farms, and I loved him. I loved that farmer. He was such a nice guy. Haven't done it in ages because frankly I just haven't been organised enough to order it and then pick it up. They deliver it like every 2 weeks to Picnic on South Lamar, but there's other places as well if you were very particular about the meat selection. And we got some lamb at Salt and Thyme, which is a east side butcher / restaurant. As a New Zealander, you know, I'm going to be a little bit particular about lamb, and I was impressed. So it was actually really, really nice. So that's where you want to go for, you know, your butchery cuts. And then often a lot of restaurants will have like a delicatessen side to them as well. So again, I'm probably missing a whole bunch of others, but let us know, drop the comments below. Then we've got other specialty shops, and I'm mentioning there are loads, but I mentioned this one again because I kind of hunted it out. There's an Asian supermarket up north on very North Lamar called MT Supermarket. Huge store, and the reason I kind of hunted it out was I was again very particular about the coconut milk I used to use. I never used to like having it in cans, and so I liked it in the small cartons, and they stocked a Roy D coconut milk, which is like 100% coconut milk that you use for cooking and stuff, or dilute it with water and then you can drink it. And so that's a great Asian supermarket. I haven't been, but there's quite a few Indian supermarkets as well as Japanese, and I'm sure a whole host of other ones as well, which I'm not as familiar with. So please let us know. Then of course, if you're wanting to stock up on your toilet paper and your washing liquid and everything, we've got Costco. Of course we've got Costco. We've got 2 Costcos in Austin, one south and north, so you're going to be good there. I actually had a client once that really wanted to be within like 3 miles of Costco. It was very important, so we did it, we hit it, we got it. And getting on to now, I'm making sure that I've hit everything on the essential stuff. Getting on to non-essential stuff now. Just shopping your malls. So you've got Barton Square Mall, which is just off 360 near Mopac South. You've got Nordstrom in there, a whole selection of other shops. There's a Dillard's, there's a Macy's, and then the you know, all the other shops that you get in a mall. And then you've got going up, you've got Galleria and Bee Cave, and then going north you have the Domain. Domain's an awesome mixed use place. It has just grown so much. We moved there, we're in a service apartment when we first moved here for 6 weeks. Oh my gosh, how that has developed over the last 7 years is amazing. Some really cool restaurants, some fantastic hotels down there. If you're wanting to not go away too far but feel like you're kind of away, that's a great spot to go. And a huge selection of, you know, beautiful stores, or they're just the everyday stores. I was there the other day and they've just got a new Yeti, a small Yeti store. They've got an H&M, but then they've got like Yves Saint Laurent. I'm pretty sure there's a Tesla store there too. So there's a whole range of things. You can really spend a whole day there, and they've got fun activities there as well, which I've touched on in another video. So that's those. Now, if you're going to your outlets, we've got 2 outlets close by, one up in Round Rock, one down in San Marcos. If you're into outlet shopping. And then, speaking of Round Rock, we've got an IKEA. If you want to feel the house, we've got an IKEA up in Round Rock as well. Now, sticking on to furniture, actually on Burnett, which is in North Austin, there is a huge amount of furniture stores on Burnett. So that might be a place to check out. Or we went to this one place, it's called Living Spaces in Pflugerville. Huge store, and it has a big play area for kids, like huge play area, not just like, you know, the odd little slide or swing. It's indoors, and you know, typically you'd pay to go to a place like that. So parents, heads up, you might want to check out Living Spaces. Put the kids into the gigantic play area, go shopping, and I think there was a restaurant next door as well. So it's like your full day out. Now on to furniture stores. Let's talk about developments coming up. Long-term wise, we have got one. I'm looking at my notes here because I'm giving you some numbers. You've got River Park, which is going to be in southeast Austin. That's huge, which is going to be like 109 acres and 12,000 square feet of retail space. Timeline is a TBD on that one, but that's in the works, and that's going to be coming up on your little map now on that location, as well as the next location in South Austin. They are going to be transforming where one of the Sprouts is now, the Brody Oaks area, and that's going to be 37.6 acres and 110,000 square feet of retail space and 30,000 of restaurant space. So that's going to be huge and pretty awesome. Again, the mixed use developments again. Now on to supporting local. So I haven't really mentioned a huge amount of local businesses, but what makes Austin so cool, guys, is that Austin is very much about supporting local. So if you are looking at moving here, or you're just coming to visit here, try and support local. It's what makes us so cool, makes Austin cool. And one of those places, if you are going to be coming to visit, stay, you have to check out is Book People. Book People is Texas's largest independent bookstore. And the reason I bring it up is because you've probably heard the strapline, "Keep Austin Weird." Well, it was actually the owner of Book People that started that. I've touched on that on another video before, so I won't go into it now. You need to go and find that video. It's an awesome store. So supporting local on that one. Now there's another shop that is so cool. If you're wanting to buy, it's local as well. It started in Austin. If you want to buy a hammock, buy some shoes, buy kids' toys, huge selection of kids' toys, or a raincoat. Like I bought my Patagonia like winter/raincoat from here. Like amazing, like so many different things. You've got to go to Whole Earth Provisions. It's awesome. That's it. I pretty much bought all our kids' Christmas presents from Whole Earth Provisions. And I bought my husband a present from there as well. Like it really has everything. So it's got climbing equipment too. I bought like a climbing thing, cabana, whatever those clips are called. But they have that kind of equipment there as well. So really cool shop. Now on to like the toys, and if you're going shopping for those small humans or not so small humans, there's a really cool place off West Anderson Lane, and that's called Terra Toys. Now there are other local toy stores as well, so you don't have to go to the big round red dot place. Other local stores, but this is just the one that I know well. And yeah, Terra Toys, awesome, family owned again, and it services great. Like they always come up and ask you, maybe it's because I have such a overwhelmed, confused face when I go into toy stores. It's like, well, what do I get them? They come up and they've got these great ideas on what you can buy your kids, and they really are I want to pull out the magic book, actually, that I just bought my son for his birthday last weekend. It's very, very cool. And so that's really cool, and honestly has so much, and great books there as well. And then right next door, they have Kiddo Shoe. Kiddo Shoe? It is Kiddo Shoe. I haven't been there for a long time. Kiddo Shoe. It's owned by the same family. Terra Toys also has a place to get some coffee as well. Very important when you're shopping. Which sells really high quality shoes for kids. So that's about it. I think that's it. That's it. But there's going to be so much more. There are so many other stores, but what I wanted to get across is that you're not going to go hungry. You're not going to go hungry when you move to Austin. You are certainly going to get, clothed by all the different places, and you're going to have a bed to sleep on. There are so many stores, and I'd really love, if any locals are watching this, to hear what places that you like, and that maybe I can explore a little bit more on. So guys, for those that are not local, that are thinking about moving here, we'd love to hear from you, hear what your plans are, and hear how we can see how we can help on your move, on making Austin home and finding a community for you. So make sure you reach out, give us a call, drop us a text, or send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. But until next time, we'll see you around. Okay, bye-bye.